Yo, what it do? It's your boy YMGTA, Mr. Sim. You know what it is. Boss up and shape up. So, I got a question here from Tima21, right? So basically, my man's in a bit of a conundrum, and he goes on to say that look, I got these two opportunities that I could take. Long story short, one pays higher, the other one doesn't pay as high. The higher paying one will mean that I have to sacrifice my passion in aviation. However, the lower paying one will give me better odds at pursuing my aviation career. Bro, I know it's a tricky one, especially because you're what? You're 20 years old, you're just starting to make some paper. Here's the thing that I want to tell you, because I've been there. You got time. So I remember I used to work in IT, right? I was an IT manager for this law firm and things are going well. At the same time, I was being paid pretty good. There was something in me though that was like, yo, I really want to run in gyms, yo. I'm gonna be running gyms, working in gyms, managing gyms, doing PT, stuff like that. It was a pretty good paying job I was sitting in. Before that IT job, as a matter of fact, I wanted to work in gyms, but I just had no leverage. I didn't have the confidence to chase it. So long story short, this one day I was like, nah, that's it. I'm gonna go work in gyms because I was starting to hate the IT gig. You get me? And what happened was, I remember walking into the gym. I was like, hey, I need to speak to the owner. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Long story short, got the owner on the phone. Got a job interview at the gym because I just really wanted to be in the gym. I knew it would pay way less. But I did it, right? Because I really wanted to do that. It was a passion. And so I did it for 2 years. I was like, all right, cool. Going into the third year, I was like, all right, I like it. At some point, I began to enjoy it less and less, right? Like when you're really wanting to eat some food, maybe it's like KFC. For me, it's like KFC chicken, right? Not because I'm black, but I just like it, especially after a workout. Sometimes you're craving some junk food, and there's a certain way you really want to feel, but once you eat that junk food, you don't feel as good. You know what I mean? Right? And that's the same thing that can happen with this aviation career. So long story short, when I finally got sick of doing the whole gym gig, I was like, nah, I'm going to focus on making some paper, in the areas that work well with my strengths. And I went on to do pretty well for myself, I haven't made it to the top, so to speak, but I'm knocking on the door of 6 figures and doing my thing, got a business on the side, you know what I mean? So things are looking good. And I'm 27 now, right? I got 7 years on you. But the thing is, I had time to play around. I think at that time I was 22 when I started moving around. From being an IT manager, safe, secure, high paid job, but hating it, to working in the gym. Less pay, but I was loving it. But then I realized I had too much passion for the gym to enjoy making it my day-to-day work. I like being in there, but I don't want to make it my everyday work. So with your aviation career, my man, you are not going to know unless you do it. If it's truly a passion, there's nothing wrong with sacrificing because you have time. Suppose you spend 2 years doing aviation, right? You keep the lower paying gig, but you can pursue a passion in aviation, and it doesn't work out, and it turns out you don't like it. You've only spent 2 years and you're still 22. You haven't even started. But then suppose you take the higher paying job, you never get into aviation. All of a sudden you're 22, 25, 27, 30, 35, 40, and you're always going, man, I wish I tried aviation. So the time's gonna pass anyway, bro. You'd rather let it pass, knowing that you explored your passion, because it could turn into a career. It legitimately could. At the same time, you could find that you hate it. And you're only 20, man. You're only 20. You have time, bro. You have time. You could be 30 years old and be a millionaire. You got 10 years to play around, really. Alright? Chase the passion. See if it's legitimate. If it's not, you can always get another full-time job. But you can't just get another passion. Right? Maybe you can. Who knows? Chase the aviation gig. See what happens. Because I look back now and I go, yo, I enjoy being in the gym. I'm probably going to own my own gym pretty soon. But I don't want to work there full time because it was now ruining the passion. You get me? So you need to make a choice. Do you want the time to go by knowing that you've tried your passion, and if it doesn't work out, at least you tried? Or do you want to chase that paper and give up your passion and live with the regret? You know what it is. Let me know how it goes. It's your boy, Done.